Based in the magnificent Ardennes countryside, Spa hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925. This historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. So it's welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing. Yes, old boy has just joined us, Mad G. And before we get stuck in, I'll introduce you, my good friend, yes, to the left of me, that for the very last time, well, for this season anyway. I'm hoping he's going to come back, but real life commitments, guys and girls out there, Mad G will be his last call with me anyway. And, well, Mad G, welcome, my friend.
Yeah, no, it's a bit like you said, it's a somber moment. It is my last
Yeah, it
one.
is. It is a little bit, mate. It is. It really is. We're discussing.
Unfortunately, your times, Australia, you know,
Yes.
being at weird times, I can't commit to it because at this time I'd normally be in work. So,
Well, that's right. That's right.
And I'm going back to work next week after being off since the 8th of June.
Wow.
That's how long I've been off for.
Well, I mean,
So,
look, yours obviously with medical conditions, but I mean, lucky us here in Australia, we've sort of survived a mammoth time being in lockdown. Me personally, being from Melbourne, and well, restrictions were eased up, believe it or not, and kind of enjoyed a first weekend in a long time. A little bit of freedom there, Maggie. So it's been actually really good this weekend, to be fair. But yeah, in all honesty, the last couple of years, to be honest, I mean, let's face it. It's been bloody that long. Have sort of gone by at a snail pace. So exciting times ahead. But anyway, let's push past that. Yes, Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium, and well, this historic track, one of the originals, Maggie, and well, the last updated rendition of this track was at 2007, there, boys and girls, and well, there is of course 20 magnificent turns in this 7.004 kilometer circuit, or 4.352 miles, and well, to be honest with you guys and girls out there, the lap record during the race, not in qualifying of course, but during the race, is held by Valtteri Bottas, and he set back in 2018 a 1 minute 46.286. So there you go, Formula 4 Australia drivers. That is the lap record for your information. And well, I do know they like to well, challenge that stat, so to speak. And well, all credit to the lads just choosing their setups. Q1, yes, all about survival, Mad G. As we do know, we're going to lose 5 drivers at the end of this one, P16 right through to P20. So yeah, here we go, Belgium. I've been looking forward to this one all day, Mad G.
it is. I mean, before we have the rendition of this track now, I mean, this track used to be nearly twice as long.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. A completely different layout back in the old day. And I mean, if you see, even with Monza, you look at Monza and you see all of that, you know, bank corners and stuff like that. It must have been phenomenal. So, yeah. even go Nürburgring, you know, like, geez, I mean, there's been some crackers over the journey. Obviously, before our time, Maggie, but
Oh yeah.
but yeah, I mean, some would probably believe otherwise. But Johnny M4 has been kicked, he thinks. Okay, so I will get Johnny another invite. He's got multiples anyway, but I'll send him another one. Thank you for letting us know, Mr. Fury, and good luck out there. Of course, Fury Strat is a Hello Kitty driver. And, well, doing his bit is Mr. Fury. So there he is there. Johnny M4, another invite coming your way, my friend.
Looks like we've got driver coming out from the front end of the pit lane. They've all spent a while anyway. They can do 2 minutes before someone comes out.
Yeah, I know, mate. They've, well, mate, this could be interesting. I know you don't like to dabble in the
Let
arts.
out first.
Changes the subject before I finish, of course.
And it's Mr. Fury Strat.
Well, of course it is. Where is he on the menu? There he is there. Yes, Hello Kitty. And that is the livery to all of our newcomers. And welcome to Formula 4 Racing. Yes, this is Formula 4 Racing. Yes, multiplayer car liveries. These teams are consistent of 5 teams, 4 drivers in each team. All based on a pot system, based on pace pretty much, and all at the start of the season. Of course, that will change next season as hands have been revealed during this season, so to speak. But yes, Mr. Fury Strat, Team Hello Kitty. There's also, we'll get through the other ones as we go along. We're not going to jump too far ahead, of course, yes, albeit a Q1 session. 15 minutes remaining on the clock as we welcome Vintage. Thank you very much for the follow, my friend. You are follower number 131. Thank you very, very much for your follow, Vintage. Much appreciated, mate. And yeah, did catch a bit of your race there early doors, well, my time anyway, and done pretty well, my friends. So there is Nat Hammer. Nat Hammer is, you guys going to love the weather for the race. Do I restart the app? Johnny M4. So Johnny M4 still struggling to get in the back in. Yeah, probably restart your game there, Johnny, and I will send you another invite. Do it quickly so you can get yourself back out there on track, of course. But yeah, still plenty of time, mate. You got 14 and a half minutes, so to speak. It says you're banned. Nah, you're definitely not banned, mate. Definitely not banned, mate. So yeah, restart, buddy. Restart, my friend. No one kicked you, bud. So, I mean, I certainly didn't. And no one else can because I am the host. So, yeah, get yourself back in there, Johnny. And if you have any other troubles, let us know, my friend. I'll do my best to help you out, of course, as always. But yes, Mr. Fury Strat, here he comes, attacking, well, the start-finish straight, approaching La Source. And, well, it's very easy to sort of overcommit or undercommit at that corner. And you just lose, well, hundredths turn into tenths, especially coming down, well, Eau Rouge as he's approaching now, and Radion at the top of the hill onto the Camel Straight, of course. It is a massive, well, massive straight, big sprint to the end of Sector 1, excuse me, guys. But yes, let's just see what Fury does, of course. Just for our own sort of memory bank there, it's a 30.2 at the first sector. You're going to see this track map light up purple all across it. Yes, he's the first one out on track. Dear. And, well, what has happened there, Magic?
He's lost it in Sector 3, as you can see the yellow flag. It looks like he's just the curb and gone, bye-bye.
Oh, well, there you go. So, well, Darkness will be starting at the back. So, there you go. Only looking to lose another 4 more. So, well, Fury, that is the Hello Kitty livery. It is a fetching one indeed, as Snooey has retired from the session as well. What's going on here? Where is Snooey? Snooey's binned it. Snooey has binned it through Eau Rouge. He will be starting at the back as well. So, well, Snooey is having a mare of it lately, and let's just hope he can find some form, because he is a cracking driver. He just hasn't had the most of it, or made the most of it, so to speak, on the 2021 game. But I do expect him to fire up at some stage, Madger. You know exactly what that boy is capable of. And, well, need him back, of course. And, yeah, well, he'll be starting at the back with Darkness on the very last row, row 10. But here comes Fury with his first time. It is a 1 minute 43.4. I do believe Nodsty is next. That is the Rockstar Racing livery. He's just jumped in the pit lane. There also is Bozza. And Bozza going through the chicane as well. Yes, let's just see what Bozza can do. Well, his fuel light is screaming. So this will be his first run, only run at the moment. It is a 43.1. So not too bad at all. Not too bad. The Stig is also out there, of course, and, well, just gone through, where is he on the track? Blanchimont, and he's approaching the chicane now, so let's just see what the Stig can do. He's got his ERS, well, he's only just turned it on, Mad G, so that was a bit of a, possibly a bit of a cider there for the lad. Also, Chasey Dane is in the third sector as we speak. There is also Kyotonic. There he is there, and doing the same thing as what the Stig did. So we're not going to watch that one. Macedonian is out on track as well. He looks like they all seem to be following suit. But Macedonian is actually on a lap. So we're going to watch the end of this. This is Hello Kitty again, of course. Macedonian, the pot 2 Hello Kitty driver. And he sets a 1 minute 44.2 at the moment, Maggie. Yes, we've only had 4 guys cross the line, but that is P3.
It is, and JZA goes into 4th.
And that
So
is
we have
Monster
Finn
Energy.
on the lap.
That is Monster Energy Racing. And, well, that is the livery for all of the newcomers again. And that is what it looks like. Yes, of course, as we did touch on early doors, the boys that were selected for the teams, of course, and with the UK, it says he's banned. I can't say you're banned. I don't know, mate. It so can't say you're banned. I don't understand, Johnny. I'll keep sending you invites, mate. I'm going to send you another couple straight away. See how these work. But you should not be banned, my friend, at all. At all. You can only be banned if you've been kicked, and you definitely weren't kicked from the lobby, mate. There is no way that would have ever happened. And I'm just sending you another one, and should have just received that, and I'll give you another one again. There you are. So see if they work, and well, your name is in the lobby there, Johnny, so I'm not too I don't know what is going on there, mate, but you can thank the beautiful makers of this one. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Well, Blue Dog gets a bit of a tank slapper there, and let's just see who is next on a lap here, Maggie. Got Smakinda on his...
Boy.
Oh, it is Old Boy. So there we go. We'll flick down to Old Boy. And that is Rockstar Racing. Yes, Old Boy is the Pot 2 driver for Rockstar Racing. That is the livery there, folks. And, well, let's just see how... Oh, as we touch on it, he's just lost it. He has just lost it. Excuse me. And has allowed his teammate in Blue Dog to sneak by. Blue Dog was on a lap too. So that might have hampered him a little bit there, Maggie. Let's just see how he's looking at the end of the second sector. It's a 1 minute 15.5. So, well, he's got this really big, long back straight, of course. And, of course, where Blanchimont is actually considered a turn because of that kink. Otherwise, that would be one mammoth DRS zone. And, well, there you go. So that is the reason why it is not. Just in case all you boys and girls out there were kind of curious, that is a straight, where is the DRS zone? But Blue Dog is about to set his first run here, and it is a 1 minute 44.2 P5.
But now, yeah, no, Old Boy decided to get himself onto the curbs, and it just spins you around. It's auto spin, unfortunately.
Exactly.
And yeah, that's what happens.
Exactly
still
right.
Comes over, still finishes lap, and he does a very slow 2 minutes.
Yeah, he certainly does, and that was to be expected. But of course, while we were rambling there, Nat Hammer set a 1 minute 43.6, and while his fuel light is screaming, so he's just getting out of the way of all of the lads trying to complete or start their lap. Of course, Smakinda is out there. He is unfortunately invalidated. Mofo, here he is as well, approaching. Well, that is the corner with no name, folks. And, well, I mean, everyone calls it the corner with no name, which kind of gives it a name, does it not? The corner with no name has a name.
Yeah,
No name corner.
It does have a name, but everyone just calls it no name.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, well, here is, excuse me, one slick Mofo. He will be next on a timed run. Let's just see how he fares. That is a shocking camera angle. We've been watching an empty track, and it's just realised we were on Mofo, and there he is. That is Golf Racing, folks. That is the livery. So you sort of get an idea of what these guys have designed. Mofo is absolutely on a lap here. He's not saving his ERS. That means he's pushing. So let's just see if he... Excuse me, guys. I just got a bit of a message. And yeah, fixed all that. Very good. So, well, a bit of a tank slapper. Oh, ever so slightly from Mofo, but here he goes. Puts it on top of the timing charts. Mofo with a 42.6. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And well, let's just well, I'm not even gonna dabble in the arts of predictions. But here is Nodsty. Nodsty, yes, approaching the chicane. The pot 1. Our championship leader is this lad. A cracking driver is he, to be honest with you. And he sets a 1 minute 43.4 is Mr. Nodsty. Great stuff. 2.5 has made an appearance out on track. There he is there on an outlap. Smakinda is getting himself underway again. We also have Rip the Beans, who is unfortunately invalidated, but thank you very much, G-Man. And here he comes, Kyotonic. Kyotonic Monster Energy Racing. He sets a 1 minute 43.9 P6, Maggie.
It is 2 guys on laps is Smakinda, who's going to be next one across the line, but looks at it.
He certainly is. He certainly is. And that is the Jaguar Racing livery, folks. So that is what it looks like. So now we're all caught up to speed on what these livery looks like. Oh, here we go. Nat Hammer is joined in the conversation. He's saying it's probably because you didn't ready up within the time limit and got kicked by Cody as well. Who were they to kick
No,
anyone
we
from
didn't do that.
from our lobby? I mean, Jesus, come on. So, Smakinda, there you go with a 1 minute 43.0 there, Maggie. Suicide 5, Mr. Altitude getting his lap underway. Yeah, Rip the Beans unfortunately has invalidated there, mate. So I think 2-5 yet to set a time, furthest along, just ahead of his cousin there in Suicide 5. Yes. So commentators call. Yeah, fantastic, mate. Yeah, fantastic. Brad Tay has left the session as well, so there is a couple of issues going on behind the scenes here. Was part of the new update. So, well, there you go. Johnny M4, that is your explanation. Thank you very much, Nat Hammer. Thank you very much, Mr. Fury, for clearing that one up. Yeah, you'll probably be able to join once this session is over, mate. But yeah, there you go. You didn't ready up, and that was all part of the update. I'm assuming so. And yeah, we'll crack on there, Johnny. Unfortunate, mate. But yes, you are definitely in there. Your name is on the tree, and well, just cannot participate. Unfortunate. So. 2-5. There he is. He's approaching the end of Sector 2 at Campus. And there is Stavilo. He's approaching now, going through Stavilo. And, approaching Blanchimont as well in the middle part of that very back straight. And let's just see what 2-5 can do. Yes, he's been missing a couple just because of work-related reasons. And he's found his pace again. Of course, as we all know, a couple of weeks off the game sort of does take a little bit of speed, but he's brought it back and a slight little bit loose in the back end there, but he sets a 1 minute 43.2 and that puts him P5 for now, mate.
Sure does. I think it's going to be Rip the Beans.
It's invalidated again, and he's going into the pit lane, so that is unfortunate for Beansy. We've got Old Boy out there as well, as Nodsty, quite comfortable in the pit lane, set a 1 minute 43.4, is retired from the session, and he says, I'll see you boys in Q2. So,
I think he's retired, or is that Blue Dog that went slow?
Nah, I think that was Blue Dog. Blue Dog's out there on an outlap, so there are two Rockstar Racing lads out there. So we've got Blue Dog and Old Boy. In front of them is Suicide 5 now. He's on a lap as well. And I do believe, who is that out there as well? 2-5 again. So not too sure if 2-5 is going to go again, but Suicide 5 will be sending it this lap, I dare say. So the corner with no name is where he's just gone through. And let's just see how he fares on. Of course, yes, a very long lap here at Belgium, Spa-Francorchamps. And, so many corners, Maggie. 20 turns in total, to be exact. There's plenty of opportunities to sort of lose your concentration ever so slightly and make a slight error. Of course, Q1, all about survival. We have already lost 2, as you can see there. Yes, Snooey and Darkness Abyss. They will be starting at the back, so we're only looking for another 3 more. And it'll be from P16 through to P20. So 16, 18, and 20, as you can see on your screens there, boys and girls at home. But yes, here comes Suicide 5, Mr. Altitude, the Pot 4 Hello Kitty driver, and doing a great job. Had a bit of a slow start to the season, but starting to fire up now is the lad. He crosses the line, he sets a 1 minute 43.8, and that is P8.
And Old Boy goes P8 with the 143.7.
Well, there you go, and that is welcome back, Old Boy. Did not have a spin on that lap, and sets a half decent time. And I dare say, what do you think cutoff will be, Maggie? I mean, you got Bopton out there on an out lap. He's in P16, but he's gone back into the pit lane. He set a 1 minute 44.6. Chasey Dane's out there again. He's on a 44.4. So, yeah, touch and go.
In theory, you think about it, if we're only going to lose 3 for Snowy, Darnus, and of course the unfortunate Johnny on 4.
Yes.
Really, the Beans is on lap right now, so I'm thinking 44.3 maybe.
Yeah, probably there and thereabouts, mate. You're probably spot on. So we'll just see how this session goes on. But we have got a very, very slow Monster Energy Racing driver. Oh, that is just, who was that? That was 2-5 doing the right thing, getting out of the way of his competitors, and we do appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. That is all good and proper. Yes, Ramsell, welcome to the chat. Yes, Ramsell is a UK Formula 4 driver, and well, you can catch him 8 p.m. BST. I will be your host for that one with my co-commentator. Hello there, Housey, and we will smash that one out as usual. But yes, for now, we are watching Blue Dog, and have a look at this, folks. What teamwork, and that's such an important thing here at Formula 4. Such an emphasis on the team. Yes, as we did touch on, 5 teams, 4 drivers in each team, and what a tow old boy gave Blue Dog there. So Blue Dog, here he comes. He's sitting in 13th at the moment. He sets a 1 minute 43.8, and that pulls him up into P10.
Yeah, he's going great guns, but say the Beans is down here now, and he's really, really going fast. I mean, you're saying that this yellow flag is on the Blanchimont. So I really think that, well, 2-5 has just run out of fuel. Not a case of him moving over. It's a case of
it sounded better my way. Maggie. I mean, yeah, you don't take an opportunity. You never miss out on an opportunity. I'll tell you what, when you get them, you hang on to them for dear life, don't you, mate? I mean, love a bit of stick. And here comes Rip the Beans. Yes, yet to set a time is the Jaguar driver. And, well, there you go. The checker flag has fallen, of course. This will be it. So Beansy leaving it right to the end. Bopton is out there on an outlap. I don't think, if the game's going to allow him, So Bopton has mistimed his run, so it might not. Let's just see if it allows him to do a lap. Of course, yes, Cody's anything can and does happen. So Rip the Beans is about to set his his first time run at the very death, and sets a 1 minute 43.6 Maggie P9, mate.
Yeah. Definitely, they really need to help him, so he's safe up there. But it's the guys on the bottom end. You're looking like so.
Yeah, we're looking at Chasey Dane and Bopton, to be honest with you. The checkered flag has fallen across a Brad Tay. The Stiggy's out there as well. He's where is he on track? There he is, there at Stavilo. So, well, let's just see what the Stig can do, because he wants to push himself further up that running order. He's right on the cusp there, Maggie, with a 44.0. At the moment, P15 sitting on a 44.1, so you weren't too far off there, my friend. Chasey Dane is also out there as well, so we are definitely going to keep an eye on the bottom end. Ramsell, what happened to Snooey? Well, Snooey unfortunately lost it on his hot lap, I do believe, through Radeon. So there you go. The Stig, well, just improves by 2/10 and puts him P13 with a 1 minute 43.898. Chasey Dane. Chasey Dane is up on his previous best time by 3.5 tenths. So Chasey Dane is absolutely on one here. The fuel light is flashing, so he's well, running on the smell of an oily rag, so to speak, Maggie. But let's just see what he can do. The car's nice and light. He's got some fresh softs on there, and well, he wants to do better than a 44.1. Let's just see. Let's just see what he does. Chasey Dane crosses the line. It's a 44. Oh my God, he's done it. He's done it ever so slightly. And well, hang on, not all's done yet, because we still have Bopton out there, our resident Kiwi. And well, Bopton is a golf racing driver. He is pot 4, and I was just reading the chat, Ramsell. I don't believe that. Someone must have hit him. Well, there you go. No one hit him. Bopton is about to complete his lap. He needs to do better than what Chasey has just said. And oh, massive tank slapper. Has he got enough? He has not. Bopton is out. Chasey Dane survives. And we have our drop order. There is Brad Tay, Bopton, Snooey, Darkness, and of course, Johnny M4. And that is Q1 done, Maggie.
It is. I mean, I'm quite surprised that Bopton wasn't able to beat his time, but you got to take the hits.
Yeah, you do.
If you haven't got, because some people might not want to go for a qualifying setup, but they might want to go for a race setup. So they sacrifice one for the other.
Yeah, well, I mean, we also don't know what's happening weather-wise. I mean, it could be, we don't know. I know you don't like it, and I apologise for putting that one out there. But you don't like it when we get spoilers on the weather. It gives us, or gives you anyway, gives you anyway something to well,
Yeah,
to anticipate, so to speak. And
that's the whole idea.
there you go. So well, it'll be interesting because I do believe Q2 is going to tell us roughly what the weather will be doing. So interesting to watch. Mofo, there you go, on top of the timing charts. What a lap, 142.680. Yes, mate.
Just why will Q2 tell us what the weather is?
Well, because I mean, if they choose to run their soft tyres, of course, yeah, you'd want to start on the medium, of course, being a dry race. But I mean, if it's going to be a wet race, kind of really doesn't matter what you get through Q2 on, does it? So it'll all be about survival again. So P16 is Brad Tay, Opton 17, Snooey 18th, Darkness Abyss 19th, and Johnny M4 will be 20th. So that is our drop zone, and have a look at that. Chasey Dane survives by, what is that, Mad G? 16 thousandths of a second. So, well, there you go. There you
go. But need to pull your finger out now. This is where it comes in.
It does, mate. Of course. Well, yeah, of course. In dry conditions, this is the strategic session. Of course, the top 10 will progress through to Q3. What they set their fastest time on in this session, that tyre compound will be the tyre they start the race on. So, well, we've got some movement. I'm seeing carjacks and guys taking off blankets in the bottom right-hand corner there on your screen. And there you go. So that is Nodsty. Look at them all come out all together. Nat Hammer is out there as well. Blue Dog. No, he's not. Mr. Fury Strat at the very back. Who is the first one out there? Is it Nodsty? Is it Nodsty? It most certainly is our championship leader, Mr. Nodsty. And let's just see if I've got my live screen happening with the championship tables so we can go through them and not be too interrupted. Yes, there they are there, folks. And as you can see there, Nodsty on 234 points, followed by Nat Hammer on 188, very closely followed by Macedonian. So Macedonian only 3 points behind Nat Hammer. Macedonian did have, well, the better of Nat Hammer, of course, for the majority of the season, but Nat is starting to fire up. And, well, he has taken that second spot in the championship tables, as you can see. And, well, Snooey hasn't fired a shot yet. He had a great race, was it last week? I think it was last week. No, not last week, the week before. And, yeah, he got some points, of course, but he was a bit of a late comer. Jumped into that Hello Kitty team, of course. And, well, he's sitting at the very bottom there. You won't be happy with that, is Snooey. And there is a method to the madness, Snoo. But, well, there you go. At the bottom of the championship table, of course, quite used to seeing... oh, yes, Johnny M4. No problem, mate. No problem. Get you another invite, of course.
Bit of switching strategy for some drivers. I mean, Noss is the only one gone out of mediums, but everyone else is going out of softs.
Yeah, I mean, they tend to, well, I mean, usually in Q2, what they usually do, mate, is they sort of tank that first lap, or send it, and then just slow right up before they cross that start-finish line.
Times as they come across the line, but I don't know, they're starting a fast one now, but I mean, it can throw so many things because maybe they're just doing the banker lap, you know?
Yeah.
Or they're just doing it. I just don't know. I really don't know. I'm actually quite confused. Maybe it is going to rain. Who knows?
Who knows, my friend? Who knows? But Johnny, sorry, mate, but Johnny M4, just so you're aware, you have been sent another couple of invites. If they work, just let us know, mate. I'll keep sending them to you periodically, mate, and I hope they work. I don't know what the scenario is there, and if you were kicked by Cody's, there is usually a timeout, sort of a timer, so to speak, and well, whether it's the whole qualifying, I'm not too sure, but I'll keep sending you invites there, brother, and hopefully see you back in the lobby very, very soon. Unfortunately, Nodsty has invalidated. So it will be Nat Hammer. So Fury has
invalidated as well.
There you go. And I think Kyotonic is right behind. Have a look at the Monster Energy boys working together. It's great to see, but Nat Hammer will be the first one to set a timed run. So we're just going to keep an eye on this. He's running very, very lean, is Nat Hammer. He's, well, He's briefly set at purple, but Kyotonic behind him getting a fantastic toe and, well, set the track map purple as well. So there you go. Let's just see what Nat Hammer can do. Have a look how close these boys are. And, well, it's only going to hinder. It is only going to hinder Kyo unless Nat Hammer gets well and truly out of the way, but I seriously doubt it. His fuel light is screaming, so these boys are going to set these times. Let's just see what Nat does. There you go. Pulls out of the way. Pulls out of the way. There we go. I did say it, folks. And there it is. So they've pulled right over, slowed right up, and that is what we call strategy with no refueling these days. So there you go. The stick is currently out there. Who else is out there on a lap? Mr. Smakinda is furthest along, I do believe. He's just set the middle sector alight. And, well, is the Team Jaguar Pot 1 driver.
You know, it's what I don't get. They do a lap.
Yeah.
And stand on a line. Why not just go in the pits?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to throw some of their competitors off because they see them light up the track map and then the last sector they just slow right up and the competitor like that and the competitors go, you know what?
Anyway,
there you go. So Smakinda does the same thing. They're all going to be doing the same thing except for good old Nodsty. And Nodsty's out there on the medium. The Stig sets a 44.2. I do apologise, Stig. I did miss that lap, but Mofo is out there as well. And Mofo, I dare say, will be, if he's not on a U set, the set that he set that time on in Q1.
Nodsty's not pushing.
Well, there you go. Nodsty's
not pushing at all.
Mofo's going to set it. Mofo's going to set it, and no, he's not. He's going to slow right. He tricked me, did Mofo, and there he is there with a 45.7. So, well, the first half of Q2 is sort of a formality these days with this lot. So, which is all credit. It's all part of it. It's of course strategy. The only strat you have these days is the tyre choice, and well, there you go. These boys know this and trying to exploit it to their full potential. Nodsty peels off into the pit lane. And there he is there.
If it me, I'd just put some fuel in the car, go out on softs.
Whoa, sorry, mate. Old boy coming through the chicane. A massive drift session. Cost himself a bucket load of time, and he will definitely go again if he wants to start this one on the mediums, because that would have cost him, well, I dare say, a good half a second to a second there. So, yeah, unfortunate from old boy. It was looking not too bad from the lad. As we'll flick back down. Who else is out there? We've got Nat Hammer. He's in low fuel mode. He'll be going straight to the pit lane. There is only Bozza and... excuse me, Chasey Dane out there on outlaps, of course. Where is Chasey? Chasey is in Sector 2. Bozza is furthest along. So we're going to focus on Bozza. Bozza's out there on the medium, so took his time on getting out.
It's like I've seen before. You know, these guys are going out on softs. Why not just put it in low fuel mode, turn the ERS off, and just drive? Why go flat out up to the line to stop on a dime when you know in that last corner people can spin and lose it, so you're actually becoming a danger or a hazard to other drivers.
As long as they do it when there's no one around,
or just go,
that's quite all right. But yeah, I hear you, mate. I hear you. But that's what these boys have decided to do. As long as they don't hinder anybody's progress, I'm all happy with that one, mate. But Boss is currently out there, and well, there he is there on the Camel Straight, approaching the end of Sector 1. And let's just see what he does here. I reckon it's purple, mate. I reckon, and it certainly is. So Bozza, well, he is on the medium, and I don't think he will be doing a slow lap on this one. It looks like he's absolutely ringing the ears off it. Yeah, so Bozza, the golf racing driver, and he's had a phenomenal season to date so far. There's a couple of sort of, not by his standard results, but all in all, a very, very good season so far. And let's just see what Boz can do. He's got some traffic in front of him. That is a Hello Kitty driver. I do believe it could be, well, I'm not too sure. It could be Macedonian. We'll just have a bit of a sneak peek. It was Macedonian, so thank you, Masso, for getting out of the way and letting Bozza progress on his lap. That is very sportsmanlike by all of these boys. That's what we love to see here. And here comes Bozza.
I mean, that's why you call calling out of the way. You know, moving out of the way.
There it is. Of course. Of course, mate. Of course.
And then let me finish. Yeah. Decide to go be a lawnmower and ruin the tyres to get out of the way.
Well, there you go. Boss's fuel light is screaming. Whoa, tank slapper and a half coming out of the chicane. And he sets a 1 minute 44.2 P2 for now.
so far. Stig is top of the pile with that 144.202, but he
Certainly
set
is.
those on the softs.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Maybe the Stig's got a little bit more in his pocket. I do know all of these boys have raced this track elsewhere and throughout the season, of course. Yes, we have a random calendar here at Formula 4 because it's such a unique league with deliveries and stuff like that. The calendar is definitely random. So, yes, we are at Belgium, race day 13. And next week, I do believe we are at China. So here comes Chasey Dane on the soft compound. And let's just see what Chasey can do. He's spending his ERS, so he's absolutely on a lap here, Maggie. Let's just see what time he can set. He's about to cross the line right about now, and it's a 44.7.
Yeah, I think he's done those on the. By the looks of it, they are a set of scrub tyres as well. So he might do another. Well, if he can get back quick enough, he might be able to get a lap on mediums.
Yeah, let's just hope so, of course. But Macedonian, he will be next to set a lap, of course. He's got 2.5 in front of him, I do believe, but a long way in front of him on an out lap, of course. All the guys out on track that have not set.
2.5 is behind Macedonian.
Oh, sorry, there you go. I'm just only going off the dot. I thought it might have been 2.5 in front, but it must be...
Sorry, suicide. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting lost.
That's all right, mate.
Anyway,
no problem whatsoever.
Let's see what this madman can do, because always a great racer. But anyway, he's coming to the bus stop chicane. Well, the new version of it anyway. The old one was better. And he comes over the line on his set of mediums to set a 144.8. I think he could pull a bit more out of that. Depends what he decides to change, if he can change anything at all, but we'll soon find out.
I think so, mate. We're watching Suicide 5 at the moment, and, well, he's out there on the medium as well as Nodsty on the softs. It's a 1 minute, that caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting him to do that, but it's a 43.3 as Suicide 5 crosses the line, a 44.8, and that is P7. So, well, these guys are just starting to fire up a little bit here, Maggie. It's great to watch. Thank you, bud.
In Jaguar Racing, whenever I hear it, I just think of Jeremy Clarkson. Jag.
There you go. So rip the beans. Pot 2.
Wow.
And that
2.8.
There you go. Beansy's just fired a shot as Nat Hammer.
Really goes into fourth with the 44.2.
So really, 2.5 yet to set a time. I'm spewing that. I wish they would change that. I say it every week. That the yellow sector on the top left-hand corner there, as it's just disappeared, we've got 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this session. There is plenty of time still left out there for the guys out there on track. And if you want to sort of make a late sort of run for it, if you weren't to leave the pit lane now, you would just make it in time, of course, to set your run. But yeah, 2.5. Here he comes now. Yet to set a time, as I did touch on. And, well, there you go. I think he's changed his halo. He's got the rainbow on the halo these days. And, well, interesting. Very, very interesting from 2.5. But let's just see what time... Yeah, of course he's showing his support. Why not? And here he comes and sets a 1 minute 46.6. And, well, his ERS was...
It's not enough.
Well, I just realised... I just realised, mate, he didn't have his ERS on, so he will definitely be having another bite of the cherry. Nat Hammer's currently...
I think he's going again.
Nat Hammer's currently out on track. He's in the third sector now. He has just lit up that second sector, but whoever is behind him, that Hello Kitty driver, I'm not too sure. I'm not going to flick to them. I will just go a bit of a... I can't even tell because he's too far back at the moment, but that Hello Kitty driver who's behind him just lit it up purple as well. So these two are on a lap. So let's just see what Nat can do because he's out of position at the moment with that banker of a 1 minute 50.0. This is well and truly quicker. He sets a 1 minute 44.7, and that poor P9 Maggie, and he's pulled right over. So that is it. Nat Hammer is he's praying to the gods that he can keep his position in that Q3 session, of course, at the end of this one. But here comes Old Boy, and Old Boy, if we're to believe that, he's nearly a second up at the second sector, mate. So Old Boy is wringing the neck of that Rockstar Racing livery, and let's just see what time he can do. There is one Slick Mofo in front. He is invalidated. Mofo's invalidated. Old Boy again with getting really loose coming out of the chicane. That has been his nemesis so far today, but he sets a 1 minute 43.7. That's P3, mate. P3.
It is, but here comes to McKinder. He's down to P13 with that 46.5. Let's see what he can do. Can he make anything faster? He should be able to.
I think so, mate. I think so. And there you go. P5 with a 43.9. Who else is out there, mate?
Look at this. We've got 3 guys on that laps, and there's 54 seconds to go. But Chasey Dane has just gone through a Rouge.
There's no, I don't. Well, I mean, I think if you get to the second sector, look, I don't know how that works, mate. It changes every bloody race. But, well, I mean, we can only go off what the game allows them to do, folks. And if the game allows them to complete the lap or set the lap or whatever it might be, well, all credit to them. But timing is everything. And if you're sort of counting your lucky stars on... well, that allowing you to do that, I mean, it's playing a massive risk as Mr. Fury gets well and truly out of the way of Mofo. Mofo is out of position at the moment, P14, and well, this will be it for him. Let's just see if he lights up that middle sector, and he certainly has lit it up purple. So we're going to keep an eye on Mofo. There's a lot of traffic coming over that start-finish line. Nat Hammer getting himself underway, but yeah, one Slick Mofo. He's where we're going to be watching, mate. He is the next across the line.
Yeah, he will be. He's not too far away, to be honest. It looks like the 2-5 and Chase Dane have finished. Chase Dane is out.
There you go. So that is our first casualty in Q2. Mofo sets a 43. That is more like it. Mofo P3. Who else is out there? Blue Dog is out.
And Chase Dane are out. Yeah, they're out of qualifying.
Ouch. So there you go.
Blue Dog thought he was safe.
Oh, Kyotonic and Macedonian. They're both on laps. And Macedonian, well, that's about timing your run. And he has to back well out of that. Macedonian's backed out of it. Kyotonic is on a lap as well. And, well, let's just see what he can do. That is unfortunate timing. Of course, you always need to create that space in front of you, especially during qualifying. I mean, you don't, and it's to your own detriment. Because if you catch that guy in front and he's on a lap, there is no way he's pulling over to let you through. And that is exactly what we have just seen there, folks. Let's just see what Kaya can do, because his fuel light's screaming. And if he is well and truly up or not, because...
Hammer's out. That Hammer is out. He's just invalidated his lap. He is out.
Well, I'm going to call that a qualifying block from Kyotonic, because he is 1.4 seconds slower than his 1 minute 49. So that is that. That is that, and I'm going to write that one down. So we're going to have to get the stewards onto that one, because I do believe that could have been a qualifying block, because if we're to believe that second sector time, he is well and true. There you go, and in the pit lane. Qualifying block for Kyotonic. That is not nice. Macedonian will put that one in the pit lane. As you did say, we have got our drop zone. That is qualifying done and dusted, and we have lost Blue Dog, Chasey Dane, Nat Hammer. There you go. P2 and P3 in the championship. P13 and 14. And Kyotonic down there in 15th as well. So that is our drop zone. We have a Q3 session approaching. And, well, Mr. Altitude, Suicide 5, is in a Q3 session. So fantastic by him. But interesting to note, one Slick Mofo, the first of the medium runners, will be starting on this race. And there is Macedonian in the chat saying he timed his outlap to absolute perfection. So there you go. Well, there you go, mate. So, well, that's all she wrote. Unfortunate from you, Masso. But, yeah, I mean, looking forward to seeing you come through the field. You've got some pace and you got some skills. And looking forward to a great race from you as usual. Rip the Beans. Well, Rip the Beans is starting to... I'm glad, because he's starting to wake up, Beansy. And he's got a couple of results rolling with him. And he's on top of the timing charts. On the soft, mind you. So, 142.8.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about all those guys being on the softs.
Yeah, me neither, mate. Me neither.
Race on them because, I don't know, 9 laps. Yeah. then the other guys could go on the mediums, and get on the softs at the end of the race, so they'll be faster. But anything can happen.
Exactly right. And while as soon as this session starts, Johnny, I'll flick you another couple of invites, buddy. Excuse me, folks, while I just invite Johnny M4 to see if he can get back into the session. Hopefully he can. If not, still keep trying, of course. And, well, it says he's joined. Johnny M4, are you in the lobby, my friend? Because I cannot invite you. It says you have joined, mate. So, well, if you're in, that is awesome, awesome news. So, well, welcome back. Welcome back. And unfortunate from, well, that was not my doing. Send your complaints to codemasters.com and they will take it from there. But yes, Notsty again, first man to blink. It says you're in the session, man. Just wait until after this session, mate. Just before the end of the session, I'll flick you another couple of invites if I can possibly do that. But it does say you're in the session because I couldn't invite you, mate. I will have another go again, just so if you're watching the stream, Johnny. Whoop, wrong one. Invite friends. Let's just see if I can invite Johnny at the moment. We'll flick back down to his name. Where is he? Oh, there he is there. Johnny M4, invite. I couldn't invite you just before. It said you were already joined. So there you go. Here's another invite and another one too. So you'll get another 2 there, Johnny. And I will send you another 2. If you can't get in this session, I will send you another 2, of course, on that formation lap. Unfortunate from that end, mate. I do apologise, obviously, but out of our control, my friend. But yeah, Notsty, first one out there on track. Q3, ladies and gentlemen. And this is where everyone on the grid reveals exactly what they've got. Who is who in this zoo? And yes, our championship leader is loving being out there first on track. Loves the airtime, does good old Notsty. And that is Rockstar Racing, Pot 1 driver, our championship leader. And while we're still doing this, let's just bring up the live screen again for the championship tables. And there they are there. So, Q3. Energetics. It's Q3, my friend. And yes, there it is. So we got to Mr. Fury Strat is in P4 at the moment on 149 points. Just a little bit shy of Macedonian, but it's starting to heat up from about P4 all the way down to P8. Very, very, very close. And Energetics is seeing Q1 on stream. No, well, I don't know, mate. It is definitely Q3. So,
well, I'm watching the stream as well as my own, as well as it here, and it says Q3 in the stream on mine. So.
I think Energetics is showing us his IQ, and there you go. It's about as big as his shoe size, I reckon. Energetics. Yes, you can catch Energetics at 8 p.m. BST. Monday, of course. Yes, Monday. Yes, they will be roughly. Oh, gee, don't ask me on the hours, but of course, Monday 8 p.m. BST. You can catch the UK lot. Do their thing. On. I will be your host with Hello There, Housey as my co-coms. But we are currently watching.
10 hours time.
There you go. Thank you, Mr. UK man, G-man. And there you go. Oh, no. Energetics is not racing. Energetics is not racing.
Well,
so
that's why then, because he needs to figure out why not he's saying Q1
yeah,
to Q3.
That's right. He's a confused lad, he is. But he needs some sleep tonight for tomorrow. So, well, there you go. Must be a work-related thing. But Notsty, here he is. You're going to see it slide up purple. First one out on track. There it is there. It is a 1:14.797 for our own reference. And it says I'm banned or the session no longer exists. I will keep sending you invites, Johnny. I will keep sending you invites, mate. Just hang tight, brother. Just hang tight, mate. Unfortunately, out of my control. I will do my best as always. But yes, we are watching Notsty. Notsty about to set his first time run. There you go. Watch Energetics is giving you some hot tips. But Notsty sets a 43.3 as old boy getting his lap underway. Bozza is about to cross the line right about now, and he sets a 43.0. Behind him is, 2.5 is just, well, there it is there, a 43.1. And Mr. Fury Strat, I think it is, there he is there with a 43.3. So these boys are starting to fire up here, Mad G. We've got Old Boy out there on track, just got his lap underway. We've also got One Slick Mofo, and Smakinda is furthest along. So we're going to be watching Smakinda. He's about to enter the chicane. There is the pit lane entry, and very, very tricky pit lane entry. Very, very tricky pit lane entry, this one. But yes, Smakinda.
It's going to be a slow lap anyway.
It certainly is, mate. It certainly is. One Slick Mofo, I did say, was next. There he is there. And, excuse me, attacking Blanchimont as we speak. Yes, there it is. And the Pot 1 Golf Racing driver. And let's just see what time he can do for his first time run. Yes, of course, Q3. They sent a bit of a lap, and then next thing you know, bit of a lull period, and then very quick times come towards the end. But Mofo with a 42.4. And Old Boy's in the wall. Oh, he's got all four wheels, though. He has got all four wheels. And he's in a bit of a blind spot there and very carefully rejoins the track. Yeah. So thank you very much, Old Boy, for doing the right thing there. Smakinda is out there. Let's just see. Yes, he's turned his ERS on.
You see what I mean? People got that way, whether they go on the grass. Move on the other side of the track. There's a lot of room to put your car on the other side of the track, not on the grass.
That's right. That's exactly right. So, I mean, that's Sai from You Says It All. But yeah, I think it will be Smakinda. He's yet to set a time. Well, he didn't set his proper time anyway. And there you go. He's absolutely on a lap. So we've got Suicide 5 and the Stig out there. We did see Old Boy spin. He's just putting that one in the pit lane, I do believe. So there is still plenty of time, not quite at the halfway point of Q3. But yes, this will be it for Smakinda. Then he'll do a bit of an in-lap and then reset and go again, I do believe. Let's just see what he can do. Yes, this guy has got some pace, the Pot 1 Jaguar driver, and he is about to set a 1 minute 42.9. That is P2. Have a look at Mofo. Bit of a flex at the top there. Geez, nearly 6/10 clear of anybody else. We've got the Stig, who is furthest along. Rip the Beans is on an outlap, and then it will be Suicide 5. These two lads up. Oh, Suicide 5 has invalidated. So it won't be Suicide 5. He's turned his ERS off. So we're going to be focusing on the Stig here, G-Man.
Yeah, we will see what he can do, because he does have his teammate not too far up the road in Rip the Beans. So might get a sneaky toe down Blanchimont, who knows. But so far, Stig is actually doing a very tight lap at the moment. Really was negotiating No Name really well. See what he does down to this corner now. Turns in nice. It's so stable. He's so stable on the track. There's no hints of any flickers or movements. It's just.
Yeah, it looks like he's on rails, doesn't it? Looks like he is absolutely on rails. And as we saw, I thought he was about to invalidate. That was so close. Living on the edge. But, well, it is, yeah, well, there you go. And Rip the Beans doing the teammate thing. What a toe. What a teammate from Beans. Good stuff there from these Jaguar boys. Yes, the Stig, the Pot 4 Jaguar driver. Let's just see what he can do. Entering the chicane now. And this is where, well, Pete, a lot of guys have lost a lot of time from getting a huge tank slapper, but not by the Stig. It is absolutely on rails. And he sets a 1 minute 44.1, and that is P7.
Now we move to Rip the Beans.
So, as you were, and Rip the Beans is going to get a nice little toe up the Camel Straight, through Eau Rouge, through Radion, and then down the Camel Straight, of course. And have a look at this. Absolutely brilliant by these Jaguar boys. They must have been practicing this, because have a look at the toe Rip the Beans is getting from the Stig. And the Stig is still not getting out of the way. There you go. He peels right off, and Rip the Beans has set that first sector up. Purple, purple, purple. Great stuff there by these Jaguar boys. Absolutely love it. So Beansy's out there. Yet to set a time. That's where we're going to focus our attention, Maggie. There are a couple of guys out there on outlaps.
I will, but something else has caught my attention.
Yes.
Just check the Discord, not Discord, check the Twitch chat, but I think Energetics has lost it.
Gonna listen Harry Potter again. Need to drive again. Good lick Hello Kitty Racing. Wow. I mean, it doesn't surprise me from that lad. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, Energetics is a great guy, but he's a bit of a joker, is Energetics, and I have no idea what he was trying to say there. But maybe good luck. Good luck, Hello Kitty.
Yeah. I think so.
I would think so. I'm hoping so. Jeez. But here comes Beansy, got a great toe off his teammate, the Stig. And, well, let's just see what time he can do. Wants it nice and clean coming out of there, out of the chicane. Let's just see. This looks pretty good, Maggie. It is a 42.8 P2.
42.8. I'm thinking, no, Nods it on a P7.
Yeah, still in the pit lane. There's 2 minutes remaining. As we say that, he's just made an appearance out on track. And he's going to time his run to perfection, I do believe.
We've heard that before.
We
and then
have. We have.
Came up against Catatonic. So,
while we're waiting for Old Boy to complete his lap, I will send Johnny M4 another couple of invites. He still can't get in, so I'm hoping you'll be able to join during the formation lap.
I think if he's banned, it just means from the actual session itself, including everything.
If that's the case, that is rubbish. I hope that's not the case, but let's just wait and see. So there you go, Johnny. Another couple of invites heading your way. TCF Old Boy is out there on track. He's about to complete his lap. This will be his first time run. If he's got the fuel, I dare say he will have the fuel. He will go again, but let's just see what he can do. That's exactly right.
Again on softs, I wouldn't.
A 43.2, and that is P6 for now. Suicide 5 out there on an outlap, just getting himself underway. There is a couple of boys out there. Mr. Fury Strat will be next to set another run here. This is his second run, and Fury looking to improve on his 1 minute 43.3. It is, let's just have a look. I think he's done it. He certainly has, with a 43.1. P6 Fury, P6, great job.
Yeah, just watching Suicide 5 as he comes to top of Rouge down the Kemmel straight now and see how he does, because he's not set a time yet. And I think he's going to absolutely nail this as quick as he can.
Well, there you go, Beansy with a 42.4. He can go again, but his fuel light's screaming. He ain't going to get around again. Suicide 5, as we did touch on, this will be it for him. So make or break, leaving it very, very late is the lad. Nodsty is getting himself underway and timed it to perfection. He absolutely did. Also, One Slick Mofo will be the last man to set a time. With 8 seconds remaining, he crosses that line. So there you go. Very, very good from the lad. We'll stick with Old Boy. Old Boy has invalidated, and that is his run done. We will focus on Suicide 5. So Suicide 5 is behind Old Boy. Yet to set a time is the lad. Leaving it very late. Must be sweaty bum time for Suicide 5. Mr. Altitude. And let's just see what he can do in that second sector. It is a one. Well, it's not too bad, mate. It is not too bad. It was a 1 minute 14.7 in total time. So if you get to go off what we were saying previously, I mean, it is kind of there and thereabouts. He needs a great last sector and needs to absolutely nail this chicane to Suicide 5, the Pot 4 Hello Kitty driver. That is a great livery, and let's just see what he can do. He's about to cross the line any second now. It's looking not too bad here, man, G. It is a 43.2, and that is P8.
It's P8. We've got Fury Strat on his way around. Let's see what he can pull out the bag.
Poof.
And goes P3.
2-5 has put it in the pit lane, so that is him done. I think it's Bozza that is next. Bozza, yeah, it certainly is, mate. Let's just see if Bozza's going to improve. I hope he can do it. He's sitting on P6 at the moment with a 1 minute 43.098, as you can see. It's going to be very good. It's going to be close. Oh, he smashed it. P4 from Bozza. We'll flick back down and I just missed Nodsty's lap. P6 from Mr. Nodsty.
Oh, no, McKinder's invalidated on pits.
So, who is out there? We've got Rip the Beans on a slow lap, and Mofo has invalidated. So we have our running order there, folks.
That is it.
And exactly right there, Ramsell. Yes, the Pot 4 Hello Kitty driver in Mr. Altitude. Suicide 5 representing Hello Kitty very well. He made Q3 and he will start this Grand Prix in P9 there, Ramsell. So doing his thing is Suicide 5. It's great to see. So, yeah, there you go. Q3 done and dusted, G-Man.
There's your top 10. I mean, like I say, you got Gold Fraser gone pole with One Slick Mofo. You got the Jag of Rip the Beans. You got the Hello Kitty on the second row with Mr. Fury. You got the Esports Racing of Bozza in fourth. I mean, in fifth, you got, like I say, Smikinder and, of course, Nossi, you know, Jaguar and the other one. I can't remember. I forgot.
Got Nodsty and two old boy out there as well. Yes, the Rockstar Racing driver 2.5 in
That's it.
Monster Energy. So there you go. That is it. We'll wait for this countdown clock to tick. I thought they were meant to fix that when it's all done and dusted. Oh, there you go. As I say that, and
That's it.
as it. Exactly right. Have a look at it, folks. 14 thousandths of a second separate P1 and P2. This is going to be an absolute cracker. We've got Mr. Fury Strat there. Well, the Portuguese flag. He's done that. He's had that for quite a while. I think Mr. Fury Strat playing funny buggers is the lad, but maybe a fan of the Portugal track. Who knows? But yes, 3/10 off the lead. TRL Bozza, there he is there. Great job there from Bozman. P4, Smakinda. It's interesting to note, Smakinda and Nodsty, even... Yes, McKinter and Nodsty, P5 and P6, a little bit out of position, but these times are very, very competitive. We've got 2.5 there in P7. Didn't quite do his last run, of course. Must have invalidated. No time to go again. TCF Old Boy, after sort of a messy qualifying, he put it on 8th position. Not too bad. And then got Suicide 5 there. P9, as we did touch on. And the Stig will round out our top 10.
Indeed. Look, I can't wait. I can't wait for this race and see what happens during it, because I'm expecting a few spins and a few crashes.
I'm just going to get Johnny another couple of invites here, folks. Let's hope it works, Johnny. I'm trying, mate. Let's hope. Johnny M4, invite again. Johnny M4, done and dusted. There's another 2 there, buddy. And the countdown clock's on, so let's hopefully that... Narscape Portuguese Heritage. Oh, that's right. That is right. There you go. Fury, forgive me, mate. You did tell me that many, many times in the past, and good old memory of mine seems to forget things lately. It must be that youthful age, so...
No, that's my job. Only I forget things.
Oh, hang on a minute. Stop the presses, because the Geordie Juggernaut, Charlie Scott, has just joined the chat, and he's saying good evening to all of the Aussies out there. Fantastic to hear from you, mate. Yes, you can catch Charlie Scott, 8 p.m. BST, tackling this same track. And, well, there you go. It'll be great to see. But for now, we'll just get these telemetries and everything up for you guys at home. And we'll go through this running order. So one Slick Mofo on top of that timing charts, just ahead of Rip the Beans. Very, very close. 14,000 separated these two. Fantastic stuff. And there is Fury Strat. So interesting to note too the tyre choices, because Beans is on that soft. He wants to make the most of that at the very start of the Grand Prix. Whereas, you know, the rest of them is sort of a normal Strat to start here at Belgium on the medium. We've got Bozza there in P4. Smakinda reset to the grid. Not too sure what happened there. Nodsty P6 on the soft as well there, mate. So these guys on the soft compound, especially in the top 10, need to make a move. So that's going to be trying to use the tyre to their advantage, especially early doors, because the tyre wear here is atrocious. And they will drop off extremely quickly. We've got 2.5 there. 2.5 P7. Monster Energy. TCF Old Boy on the soft compound. Rockstar Racing. And the Pot 2 driver in TCF Old Boy P8. Suicide 5 doing a fantastic job. Put it in P9. Warming up those mediums. Yes, he is surrounded. Have a look at poor Suicide 5. Surrounded by 2 soft runners. One in Old Boy in front. One in the Stig behind. Blue Dog has been reset to the grid. Chasey Dane with the free tyre choice on the medium, of course. There he is there, warming them up. Got Nat Hammer out of position, is Nat, in P13. Same with Macedonian as well. We did lose some names, didn't we, there? And we have got Macedonian, P14. Kyo Tonic in P15. Brad Tay, P16. The Rockstar Racing boy. We've got Bopton, the Pot 4 Golf Racing driver, P17. Snooey well and truly out of position. Unfortunately, on his hot lap in Q1, lost it through Radion, and that was his session done and dusted. Darkness Abyss followed suit, so he's in P19. And Johnny M4 is P20 after he can't get in. Johnny M4 can't get in. Sorry, Johnny.
Due to the new lobby. Due to how lobby set the same. I mean, it's the same. It's classed as a timeout, so
Yeah.
You think about other games, you don't join, it just kicks you out. So that's what it's representing.
Exactly
If you
right,
don't
mate.
ready up, it just kicks you out.
Exactly right, but we're about to
Simple
get
as
this
that.
one underway here. We've got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. We will wait for the revs. The lights are out. Oh no, we've got a jump start. We've got a jump start. Oh no. And there you go.
2 of
So,
them.
what's going on here?
Um,
What's going on here?
I don't know.
This is strange. This is strange.
I don't know.
We'll just do a photo of the running order. And
There we go.
oh,
Leroy
whoa,
at last.
hang on. No. What the hell? What the hell?
That was weird.
I'm just
Anyway, everyone's got through.
No, we don't. We have a safety car. We have a safety car, and I think this might be... I'm going to restart this one, folks. I'm going to restart this one. That was a massive, massive glitch. So I think I'm going to restart this lobby. We're going to go on a brief pause, and I will get this one back underway for you guys. Just please bear with us. Okay, folks, we are back. Sorry about the delay. We have got the custom grid all sorted. The weather is on dynamic, considering the boys were having a bit of a whinge. So, well, whatever throws up now, lads, I apologise, but you like to whinge, so you get some dynamic weather heading your way. Let's just hope it's the same. So there you go. So, here we go. So the boys are readying up. The countdown clock is on. We do apologise for that, folks, but it was in everybody's best interest to reset that one. We are going to have another crack at this one. Yes, the formation lap will be on again, and we'll get stuck into the race. Custom grid as it was set. And these boys, there is screenshots of the tyre choices. So Mofo will be starting on the medium, Beans on the softs, Fury and Bozza on the medium, Nodsty on the softs, Smakinda and 2-5 on the medium, Old Boy on the soft, Suicide 5 on the medium, and the Stig on the soft. So anyone outside that top 10? Anyone outside the top 10 has got a free tyre choice, of course. But yes, Jidoku! Woo-hoo! 5 gifted subs. What a champion that man is. And he's gifted one to Macedonian, Bozza, Nat Hammer, Brad Tay, and Kyotonic. So thank you very, very much there, Jidoku. Absolutely quality from you, my friend. Much appreciated, buddy. So thank you very much. And, well, there you go. Sit back, enjoy. We're about to get Belgium underway here, folks.
No one, because Darkness Abyss has just left the session.
Well, he ain't.
And is saying waiting for players.
His internet is rubbish. Like, it'll just wait. We just got to wait. There it is. There's the countdown clock.
Here we go.
His internet is rubbish, Darkness. I mean, he used to have the problem of getting in and out of staying in lobbies. Now, well, I mean, geez, I hope it hasn't gone back to that, because that is a issue.
Well, what's wrong with just using a LAN cable?
Not everyone has that availability and all that option. I don't know why. I can't answer that, but there you go. So that is probably the reason. But it looks like he's in. We're about to get this one underway. So thank you very much again, Jidoku. That was unbelievable stuff by you. There we go. So the grid is all set. I'll bring up the details. And the boys have done the right thing. So thank you very much, lads. Good stuff. We don't know what the weather's... Mad G was looking to disqualify anyone who didn't do that. But yes, we'll go through this...
Wait a minute. There's 5 guys on softs. I thought there was only 4 in the top 10.
Smakinda is meant to be on the medium.
Well, you know what it means.
There you go. So Smakinda starting on the medium he was meant to be. He's on the soft. And thank you for catching that one out, Mad G. But there you go. There you go. So Smakinda, naughty. There you go. There you go. You'd think the boys would learn. It's always only got to be one. And come on, Sammy, you're better than that, mate. But yes, 1 Slick Mofo, P1, Rip the Beans, P2, Mr. Fury Strat, P3, Bozza, P4, fantastic from Bozza, Nodsty, P5, there he is there, our championship leader, Smakinda, P6 on the wrong compound, 2-5, P7, TCF Old Boy, P8, Suicide 5, P9 in the, excuse me, the Stig, P10, Blue Dog.
Mofo, we're not restarting it again.
Why is he
Mofo saying Discord, shall we restart lobby? No.
Nope. Well, on a formation lap, Mofo's just taken the P155. Yes, Chasey Dane, P12. Nat Hammer in P13. Macedonian in P14. Kyotonic in P15, Brad Tay in P16, Snooey P17, Bopton P18, and guess what? Darkness Abyss 19, but Johnny M4, that was a blessing in disguise. So Johnny M4 at the very back, but at least he is in, Mad G.
Yeah, Darkness Abyss is saying people are cheating, and the grid is not set right. People are out of position, apparently.
Why? Who's out of position?
Vikinder says he's supposed to be P6, but it's showing him P5. But on the screen it says P6.
It's P6 on the screen. So blame Codemasters. We're not resetting another one. This will be it, folks. So make it count. And there you go. So what a pain in the butt that was. There's some McDonald's Wi-Fi connections that are happening out there that I'm not too thrilled about. So I will be reaching out to these gentlemen after the Grand Prix. But yes, we will wait for the famous 5 red lights, Maggie. We do have some lights. We've got 4 lights, 5 lights. We'll wait for the revs. We will wait for the revs. I see them starting to build, and we are go. Johnny and 4 jump start, but there you go. We are go here, and we are not restarting this one. Not too sure what happened there.
Hammer already. What's going on? That hammer's already in the lead.
Nah, this is all sorting itself out. Thank you, Codemasters, for such a good game. But yes, we will push on. So far, so good. Now, I'm not too sure, mate. We're going to flick through this in a second. But we will do our best to make up for this kerfuffle. But yes, there is the replay of the start ready to go. And we will crack on with this Grand Prix as we'll flick up to the top. Yes, who is in the lead? And it is Rip the Beans. Rip the Beans, P2 is Nat Hammer. Nat Hammer from P2.
Oh, we've got an incident. I think Bozza's gone off somewhere. He's gone off on... Well, he's gone off on the auto spin curve on the first chicane and has lost it. No damage, but he carries on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, mate, but yeah, that's okay. That is okay. I will fix that up. Mate, because yeah, I'm not going to comment on Dream what I think
it's all
because
going
it's
on Discord, as Notty says, needs another restart. This just in, there will be no restart.
That's right. No restart. No restart. I am not compensating for people's McDonald's Wi-Fi. So yes, Nat Hammer is in P2. One Slick Mofo, P3. Blue Dog has a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. We'll get cracking on. Don't worry about what they're saying.
The entire track. He's stopped on the... He's moving out of the way and decides to be off the track. I'm not sure what Blue Dog's doing.
I don't know either there, mate. I don't know either, but...
Damage.
One Slick, this has been a hectic restart. This has been a hectic lap 1. It is all over the joint. We're going to allow it to sort of settle. These boys need to settle into their groove. Don't worry about restarts, boys. We're not doing it. We're cracking on with this one. So make the most of what you got because this is what you've got. And yes, Smekinda is back up into P6. Darkness Abyss, P7. I don't know why he hasn't got a jump start penalty. I'm not too sure, but he was way out of sync and he's probably running on McDonald's Wi-Fi. Darkness Abyss. The Stig there in P8. Snooey with a great start up into P9. Mr. Fury Strat has lost out a little bit, but Macedonian has fired up as well. He's in P11. So 2-5 lost out as well. And Chasey Dane in P13. So there you go. Kyotonic P14. And One Slick Mofo has just got by Nat Hammer there to retake that second position. Bopton up a couple of places into P15. Johnny and 4 from the back of the grid in 16th place. Brad Tay, there he is there in P17. Bozza P18. Blue Dog P19, unfortunately. He's just cruising around his Blue Dog. Not too sure what happened with the lad. And Suicide 5 lost out majorly.
Oh, Fury's out. Fury is out. I just watched it. He was coming out of no name and lost the rear. That's it. That's him out.
And there you go. We have a VSC. We are riding with Bozza. And Fury is done. His race is over, folks. And I wonder, that should just be a VSC. The car is off track, but it wouldn't surprise me if they bring out the safety car. But yes, these boys will adhere to the Delta. And, well, Jidoku, yes, I know, mate. I was watching there, mate. And yeah, it's all good. That's all good. That's all good. We will sort this one out, of course. Yes, here we go. Yes, still VSC. They are not going to bring that safety car out. And, well, Rip the Beans leading this one by 3 seconds. Making the most of that soft compound is Beansy. And that is great to see. Let's just have a quick replay of the starting sequence. And here it is. So that is, well, through turn 1. It was a bit glitchy there. I'm not too sure what happened, but they all got through turn 1 pretty well. Unscathed, so to speak. And there was a couple of winners and a couple of losers. And the losers ended up being towards the back end. Have a look at that. That's a Hello Kitty. That is Snooey. Snooey sending it through there. No, Macedonian, I do apologise. And that was fantastic to see. We are still under VSC conditions. Back live screens now, guys.
Well, Fury, everything will be taken into account after the race.
Definitely, Fury. Definitely, mate. And, well, I'm not going to comment because once I start, I won't stop. But
Old Boy, for some reason, is now last.
Yes, Old Boy is last, but he's on 1 lap old soft, so he must have had some damage. He must have had to have boxed.
I don't know. It shows that he's in the middle of the pack. He's actually right up there. But
well. So
now he's 19th. Oh, now he's 5th.
Oh my God, sort it out please, Codemasters, because you're worrying about a sticker kit instead of fixing the game. We are under green conditions, and Rip the Beans, well, he's...
Side 5 is in the pits again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, mate. Maybe a bit of damage, but Mofo on the hunt. He is on the hunt, but have a look at Nodsty all over the back of Mofo. And yes, Nodsty trying to make the most of this soft compound here, mate. Have a look at this battle starting to heat up. Let's just see how it cracks on, because I reckon Nodsty's about to make a move here. He is right up the gearbox of one slick Mofo. He needs to make the most of this soft compound, and let's just see if he's going to send it. No, he thinks better of it, and that is clever driving from our championship leader, Nat Hammer. Great start by him, P4, as he goes into the pit lane, does Nat, and well, there you go. I'm not too sure what has happened to Nat, but he's in the pit lane. Darkness Abyss, Darkness Abyss, P7 he is, Macedonian, P9, so there you go, and Snooey all of a sudden has reappeared, and there he is there in P7, so this is a glitchy session. This is a timing glitchy session, so you're going to have to bear with us, folks. We are trying to do our best, but it's not us that create the game. It is, in fact, Codemasters, and please send your complaints to them. Use their forums. Give them heaps, because they deserve it, and this is kind of rubbish. So here we go. Johnny M4 from the back of the... I'll call them out when I got to call them out, and they need to be called out, because that is rubbish. Johnny M4 in P... Johnny M4 is in P12, mate. From the back of the grid, that is a great start. As he gets, as I do talk about him, gets a track limit penalty. Yeah. Brad Tay, P13. Bobden up into P14 from P18 on the grid, I do believe. Bozza has dropped a lot of places. There was some kerfuffles going on there at the start, guys and girls at home. And we have finally got it sorted. It seems to have starting to settle down ever so slightly here, G-Man. We've got Nat Hammer there trying to...
Oh, 2-5 picks up penalty for just going too wide just after no name.
Oh, there you go.
Just went too far, but he's right behind Darkness Abyss, who we know is not in the session. So I'm sure 2-5 should be able to get past.
I'm sure he will too, mate. But yeah. Yes. So anyway, we will push on. Darkness Abyss. I'll send you another invite just for giggles. But yeah. Your internet is rubbish and not good,
I don't think it's McDonald's. I think it's KFC and Burger King.
Whatever it is, it ain't good.
Oh, Stig getting massive... Sorry, 2-5 getting massively out of shape behind Darkness. And the AI at Darkness is staying ahead of 2-5.
Well, let's just see if he can get in. I've just sent him one invite. Here's another one coming his way. And let's just see. Let's just see if he gets back in, eh? But yeah, there you go. So he's still got a red cross. 2-5 is all over his gearbox. That is an AI, let's not forget. 2-5 on the longevity of the medium. That soft is going to start to die off very soon. And I think we're going to see a move. And it certainly is. And 2-5 takes that place. Fantastic move, using the track to his advantage, the DRS zone, and that has moved him up into 9th position. The Stig doing a fantastic job up into 7th, and Snooey, let's not forget Snooey from the very back of the grid, up into P6 there, Mad G. Smakinda should have boxed lap 1 and put that medium on, but he did not, so he knows he made an error. Let's just see what his excuse is, but there you go, there is no excuses when you were all warned prior to getting into this one, so... yeah, it doesn't pay to be naive here at Formula 4. We are pushing on through this one. Rip the Beans currently leads this one back to 3 seconds. Nodsty, interesting to note, has moved himself up into 2nd position and has taken that position from Mofo. Mofo is sitting pretty though, mate, because he is on the medium compound. They are going to go a hell of a lot longer than that soft compound. And while Mofo sort of just got to get into his groove, run his own race, not lose too much time on the battles he doesn't need to fight. Old Boy having a fantastic start up into P4, and Smakinda, there he is there in P5. Let's have a look if he's still in the session. He still is. So Smakinda is still there. We'll go back down to Johnny M4. Darkness is not. So there you go. Darkness Abyss.
Looks like, yeah, he needs another cheeseburger so he can use the Wi-Fi.
so yeah, here he comes. Johnny M4 is going to make a move here, I reckon so, because well, he is an AI.
Yeah,
These Aussie boys,
he's not yet. He's not yet.
we don't
I think
have
he's ready.
ghosting on in the Australian division. Only at certain tracks we have it on. That's the way we like to race down under. And well, that. If ghosting was on, Johnny could drive straight through that, but unfortunately he's got to make the move stick and use the track, and that's what he's doing. And look at that. There you go, Darkness. These AI getting a bit argy-bargy. And there you go, Johnny M4 straight through up into P10. Fantastic stuff, but old boy just picks up a track limit time penalty. He's getting pressured by Smakinda. Where is Smakinda? Have a look at that. Look how close it is. These guys are on the softs, and they're not going to last too much longer here, mate. So, yes, Jidoku, now we're racing. Most definitely we are racing. We do apologise for that. The grid has spread out ever so slightly. Bit of a glitchy start, as we do going to touch on that because, well, I mean, it is what it is, unfortunately. Chasey Dane all over the back of Darkness Abyss as well. Yes, Darkness Abyss is AI, is being an AI, and just putting the car right where you don't want it. Chasey Dane knows that he's got to get his exits all sorted out, and he will take him down the, well, hopefully on the back straight into Blanchimont, maybe a little bit before that, possibly, or at least into the chicane. Just focus on his exit, and let's just see if he can get this job done. This is the closest battle on track at the moment, guys. We have got Smakinda closing right up on Old Boy here, and is he going to send it? Well, he thought about it. He's touched him. Old Boy's... What's going on with Old Boy? What?
Another one using McDonald's Wi-Fi?
Oh my, that's it. Okay. We want to play. We can play. We can play too here, Mad G. The funny thing is, we always have the last laugh. So that's all good. That is all good. We will push on. We're not going to comment on stream again because once I start, I won't stop. But yes, Smakinda and Snooey, old sparring partners, battle resumed. And well, Smakinda thinking better of it. Snooey up in a P4, the Pot 1 Hello Kitty driver, and he's made the most of his opportunities at the moment. Doing a phenomenal job is the Snoo man. We'll go back down to 2-5 because 2-5 is all over Macedonian like a rash.
In Eau Rouge, I think it's Kyotonic lost at the top of Eau Rouge, and he's done a piece in the team. Yeah, no damage on this car that I can see, but seems to just lost it.
There you go. So old boy's connection. Old boy's another one. Old boy is. Have a look at that. Look at him jumping all over the joint. And look at him. What is he?
Tried it on Macedonia.
He tried it. He tried a crazy spot to put it. But I think, yeah, these boys running Wi-Fi, no good. No bloody good. 21st century, lads. 21st century. Come on, get a cable. And there you go. Oh, boy, well, there you go. A bit of a kick to the left. Not too sure what happened there. Not too sure. This is very, very tough to commentate on. We're going to do our best. One Slick Mofo starting to reel in these soft runners. There he is there. So, well, Nodsty dropped off a little bit off Rip the Beans there. They are on 7-lap old softs there, mate. I really don't think that the soft compound will go any much further than 9 laps or so. I dare say, mate. Yes, we did have a virtual safety car, and well, you could have saved a little bit, but not too much. Not too much at all. We'll flick back down here because Nat Hammer's trying to make amends. Disconnected.
Old Boy's dropping down. Old Boy's gone to the pits, and so has Bradsey.
Well, Old Boy's opted to put the hard compound on.
Mofo's just got past Nazi. Mofo's just now into P2.
Well, I think we're starting to see the medium tyres come into their own here, Maggie. I really, really do, because as we do know, the tyre wear around here is absolutely horrendous. And, well, the gaps have spread out. It hasn't given us too much to talk about. You'll see. Let's just see, because we'll keep an eye on the telemetry with Nodsty and Mofo. And, well, it's hanging around that 6/10 mark. But yeah, let's just see at the moment. It's still there and thereabouts. Whether Nodsty made an error, I'm not too sure. But I dare say, I reckon the mediums are starting to come into their own. And yeah, as you can see, 2-5 got by Johnny M4. He's up in a P8. Macedonian is his next target. So these guys on the medium compounds are sitting pretty at the moment, I reckon, mate. Because well, the soft runners are definitely going to come out behind the medium boys and in a little bit of traffic. And they will be on the harder compound, of course, the medium tyre, to stretch it to the end. But the medium runners towards the end of the Grand Prix will be on the softs. So, yeah, they will be very rapid towards the end. And if they box at the right time, the tyre drop-off won't be too harsh.
Beans in, Nodsy's in. And Snooey is in.
There you go. So all the soft runners at the front are starting to box. Smakinda is stayed out. So Smakinda might be going one lap longer here, guys. But yes, One Slick Mofo, there he is there. P1 is the man. And, well, very familiar up the front of the grid is One Slick Mofo. Doing a great job. Takes P1. The first of the medium runners, Macedonian. Where's it gone to? There he is. Jesus. This is a very buggy session. But yes, Macedonian. Well, there you go. 2-5 all over the back of him. DRS, and that is candy from a baby. Macedonian trying to get a sneaky slipstream. But it ain't going to work with that letterbox rear wing wide open. 2-5 up into third position. What a start by him to the Grand Prix. And yeah, well, he's just going to try to gap Macedonian here. We'll quickly flick to the penalties for you guys and girls at home. And there they are. 2-5 has 3. Snooey has 3. Bozza and Johnny M4 both have 3 apiece. Blue Dog has 10. And TCF Old Boy has 3. We'll go to the position changes and have a look at that. Macedonian, the biggest winner at the moment, up 10 positions. And, excuse me, Snooey up 8. The biggest losers at the moment are the 2 boys at the very back. TCF Old Boy and Suicide 5. Excuse me. I'll get rid of that screen and we'll have a look at the closest battles. We're about to see Snooey and Nat Hammer. Nat Hammer makes a move on Snooey and that takes P8. Snooey into P9 and, well, Snooey on that fresh medium. And, well, he will know that Nat Hammer will have to box. You can just hang on to the back of that. Use that as a bit of a toe point there, Maggie. And pull himself along together with that Monster Energy Racer.
Nodsty has just overtaken Chase Dane on fresh and mediums down the back straight. That's not a straight into the bus stop. So a change of position there for Nodsty. P6.
Yes, P6. And,
5 seconds.
Well, there you go. Smakinda has boxed. Smakinda has boxed. So there you go. Smakinda is done with that soft compound. So One Slick Mofo 2-5 Macedonian, obviously out there on that rubber they started the Grand Prix on. But Beansy is the first of the medium runners. Well, the first of the pit stoppers. And there he is there. So he's looking pretty good. He just wants to hang on to that front pack. He is currently about 13 seconds off the lead. So as we do know, it's about 25 seconds to do a complete pit stop around here. That is in the box.
13 seconds. Oh no, yeah, it's 13 seconds. So 2-5 has now, well, Macedonian, earlier, he's now got into second place, passing 5. So third and fourth, well, second, third and fourth are very close right now, with the latter having the advantage.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bopton is having a look at his teammate there. Oh, he's got it a bit wrong. He had to get off the gas there. And, well, everyone there through, well, at the end of that first sector there, mate, through Lecombs and Muldemy. I think I said that right. There you go. So, well, he just lost it in the middle part of that S section. And, well, he's dropped a little bit back behind his teammate in Bozza there. He was right up that gearbox. But we'll go back up to the front because Nat Hammer is, well, there he is there. Snooey got ahead of him. And Nat Hammer has now dropped behind that DRS zone. And he's got Smakinda to worry about on fresh mediums as well. So, Nat Hammer will know his race. Doesn't want to lose... Excuse me.
Fight up here. Rick the Beans is looking at 2-5.
Oh, have a look at this bat.
So close.
Yeah, mate. Good spot there, G-Man. Yes, absolutely. Macedonia 2-5. And have a look at Beansy around the outside, which makes it the inside. Oh, have a look at this. Great respect shown on track, and he has got it.
He has got it. So, Rick the Beans really, really making those ties to the advantage. But Mofo is pulling out. He's now 13 seconds ahead.
Look at that.
Ahead of this battle.
He certainly is, mate. Macedonian's the P2 man, yes, and he's got company. He's got Rip the Beans for company. Rip the Beans is start. Look at him, catch him. Look at that, and there he goes. Rip the Beans goes past Macedonian. Breezes past him in actual fact, and have a look at 2-5. He wants a piece of this action. Macedonian goes defensive. They're going to have to be careful here. These curbs are treacherous. Macedonian hanging in there. Great driving by this lot. And, well, Macedonian hanging on to third position for now. I have lost all telemetries, Magi, so I'm not too sure where here is where we're going to stick with this 3 and 4 battle, because this is starting to heat up. Yes, these guys have not stopped, but as you can see with that tyre wear, the guys obviously, some have, some haven't, and some are a little bit out of sequence. So it's been a very glitchy start of the session. We are halfway through, believe it or not, Maggie, halfway through this one, and well, there you go, 2-5 in 4. Still looking at the back of Macedonian, just having a look at this track map, because that's the next best thing. I have lost all telemetries. We'll have a look at Nat Hammer. Well, there he is there. Smakinda is chasing down Chasey Dane. Up into 7th position is Chasey. And, well, there you go. Snooey is in front of him. So these gaps have spread out a little bit. The closest battle on track by eye is, well, there you go. There it is there, folks. Macedonian, Rip the Beans, Macedonian and 2-5.
Someone just asking this in the chat.
Okay, so it changes every week, and it's the same sort of deal. You don't share the garage with your team; you share a garage with another driver, and yeah, so you don't get double stacked. It just works out. It works out very well. Very rare you see a double stack unless it is like a safety car and everyone dives in, and of course you're going to have double stacks whether it be multiplayer or not, if that happens. So it is the way it is. Yes, Fury. Yes, understood, acknowledged, and we will press on. Things will be fixed, mate. Things will be fixed. So anyway, 2-5 Macedonian. Here it is. Battle resumed. Oh, 2-5 on the grass. Very, very lucky. And there you go. Gets past Macedonian. That is up into 3rd place. They are on 11-lap-old mediums. Excuse me. These softs will go 9 laps. 8-9 laps, as you did see in that first stint from the soft runners. But if you can eke out these mediums and not run into the cliff of that soft, it is going to be so much more beneficial come towards the end of the Grand Prix. And as Smakinda did get by Chasey Dane, and Chasey Dane has dropped down to P9, but he still had a great start. I did see once upon a time, or not too long ago, mate, old boy just rejoined again. So, well, questionable internet happening out there. Shenanigans, so to speak. And, well, there you go. The Stig in P10. And he is having a good look at Nat Hammer here, mate. He is on fresh mediums compared to Nat, who's on 11-lap-old mediums. And, well, trying to eke him out a little bit longer is Nat. And, well, Brad Tay P13 as well. So the bottom end of the field has opened up a little bit. So I'm not too sure what happened at the start, but there you go. One slick Mofo doing his thing. And I tell you what, oh, no. Oh, Mofo with a tank slapper and a half coming out of the chicane. It has cost him a little bit of time. Rip the Beans has caught him by 2 seconds over the last lap there, Maggie. But I tell you what, Mofo's trying to eke these out. He's going to be rapid towards the end, where Beansy is going to be a bit slower, I dare say, mate, because these mediums would have done approximately 14 laps towards the end. As you can see, Mofo is just slightly being caught, ever so slightly in the quickest part of the track. So come sector 2, Maggie, that time is going to get even shorter and shorter. So Mofo is no slouch. He will know this. He will know exactly when he's got to come into the pit lane. The Stig gets by Nat Hammer. I do apologise, the Stig. But yes, there he is there. And the Jaguar driver gets past the Monster Energy driver. And that is fresh mediums versus quite worn mediums. So that is the benefit of the fresh rubber there, folks. But as we did touch on just previously, the longer you can stretch out your first stint on the medium, the better it will be towards the end. As Nat Hammer, well, there you go. Have a look at that. What a move. And Nat Hammer says, she's mine. And there you go. So Nat Hammer, P9. Chasey Dane in P8. Doing a great job, is Chasey. He's got a little bit of a gap to Nat. Of course, they are teammates there, Maggie. Towards the bottom is a bit of an opening up, but there you go. Johnny M4 has boxed, and he's put a set of mediums. Suicide 5 will take P18.
Someone's gone off. It is Bozza who's had a spin just before No Name. He's completely lost his front wing altogether.
He certainly has. And we watched. Oh, that is unfortunate from him. It's a bad spot. It is a blind spot. Bozza doing the right thing, and well, just trying to turn the car around so he didn't get DQ'd. And where is Bozza?
Mofo has blinked. Mofo is in the pit. He has 11 seconds on at the beam, so he should come out around P7, P8.
Well, there you go. Beansy's just about to retake the lead of this Grand Prix. But Mofo is going to put that very fast, very sticky, soft compound on. And he's going to absolutely send it. Let's just see where Mofo comes out. Because Nodsty takes 4th position. Mofo's exiting the pit lane. Where is Smakinda? Smakinda, is he going to get Mofo? Is Smakinda going to get Mofo? Or Snowy going to get Mofo? Woohoo! This works out pretty good for Mofo. Very, very good, in fact.
and he's actually come out 1.2 seconds behind Nosty. So I was a bit wrong about where he's going to be.
Well, that's all right, mate. That's all right. We all that's quite all right. We're all human. And there you go. So One Slick Mofo is sitting pretty good at the moment. He's
I'll tell you what, it's about 18 seconds there to take a pit stop. So, and Mofo is about 7.7 seconds behind Beans. It's not lost that much.
No, he certainly has.
And he's right on Nosty and Macedonian as well. So he's got a bit of a fight coming up here.
We're absolutely enjoying this battle between Macedonian and Nodsty. Of course, P3 Macedonian and P3 in the championship, folks, as well as Nodsty is our championship leader. So Nodsty just knows he's just got to keep battling along, picking up all these points. He doesn't need to take too many risks. He's sitting pretty well, but if I know Nodsty, he will want to make the pass because he's got One Slick Mofo, as Mofo has just lit up the middle sector. Absolutely smashed it.
3 of them, Macedonian, Nodsty, One Slick Mofo, they are all line astern.
Have a look at this.
What's going to happen? Oh my God, that's so close.
Have a look at this. Mofo on this side, Nodsty around the outside, and it'll become the inside for the second part of that chicane as Macedonian bails out and goes in the pit lane.
Macedonia is in the pits, just mostly to put on a fresh set of soft tyres, but Nodsty now is well, Mofo's going to have DRS on the Camel straight as he's going to tuck in.
No way, they're not going side. Are they going to go side by side? No, they're not. Nodsty thinks better of it. I was going to say through Radion. And there you go. DRS wing open. And this should be quite easy pickings for Mofo. But have a look at Snooey. Snooey wants a piece of Nodsty. And Snooey is following Mofo through as Snooey sets the purple sector in Sector 1. That is brilliant, brilliant driving by this lot. As 2-5 is yet to stop. He's him and Nat Hammer are the two yet to stop. And Kyotonics. Interesting to note, they are all Monster. They are in all Monster Energy races. So, side by side through No Name. And there you go, Nodsty. Well, he has to settle. He's in P5. This is a great battle as Snooey takes 4th position. Have a look at Mofo.
He takes P2.
Look at this lad fire up, and that is the benefit of the fresh compound of that soft tyre. 2-5 needs to box. 2-5 needs to box. It is going to throw him well out of position. He's got the pack is starting to close in on 2-5, and he still needs to stop. So there you go. I Am Sloth is in the chat. Come on, Rockstar boys, he says. Yes, Nodsty doing his thing. Our championship leader has just been overtaken by Snooey and by Mofo. And well, there you go. Mofo starting to reel in Beans here, mate. So Beansy on 6-lap old mediums as Snooey takes that 3rd and 2-5. Finally gets rid of that medium compound, and Smakinda will take that 5th place. So let's just flick down to the bottom, because I dare say Bopton and Darkness Abyss, every time I see that X. Anyway, yes, Bopton is going to make a move here, mate, albeit an AI, but we're still going to watch it anyway, because this is a battle on track for 13th and 14th. Bopton has to settle, and use the track to your advantage, Bopton. There is a DRS zone approaching, or is he going to send it on the inside? He thought of it. Very, very close there by this lot, and well, by Bopton anyway, because as you can see there, folks, there is a red X, and well, Darkness Abyss doing what Darkness Abyss does best, and there you go, Bopton on the inside, and fantastic move. That is job done. Now he can start focusing on Kyotonics, and I'll tell you what, the AI gives him a little bit of a bump just for good measure. So fantastic by AI. But yes, there you go. So 2-5 on the hunt now, and well, interesting to note, Nat Hammer is still out there, Mad G, on 15-lap old mediums, and I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it with you, bud. I've got to put a driver of the day poll in the chat. I almost forgot about it, but yeah, we are watching Nodsty at the moment.
Driver of the day poll. So we're just going down. I was going to down to Don's Abyss. Just realised he is actually AI. So yes, Nodsty, who is losing touch with Snooey, and Nodsty is just not being able to get anything from the track at all. Yes, he's up there, but he's not being Nodsty, so to speak. But
yeah, that's right. Well, he
looking
did
further
come
to
from the
front,
back though. Like, well, not from the back, but he was out of position. I think he started P6. I can't remember P6, P7 by memory. So he's gained a couple of
P7.
spots, but well, trying to get the.
But looking at this, 2.5 is on the back of Macedonian, and it's absolutely rinsed it. And Mofo is now under 4 seconds off Bean. So it's going to be an interesting battle when it comes to the final lap between those two guys. There's 5 laps to go. What's going to happen? Nobody knows. Brad Tay's in the pit again. I think that's his. I don't know. I really don't know. I'll find out now. It's his. Oh, it's Brad Tay's second stop of the race. So, and Kyotonic is finally pit. So there's a bit of a change going around. Macedonian and 2.5 are still going at it. Whether can he get past? Can he do it? Is 2.5 just being too good and putting the car in the right places, but Macedonian just can't get through. Nat Hammer doing amazing on this. 15 laps on mediums with 2.5 breathing down his neck, because like I say, he's got 2.5. He's got Macedonian.
Well, I mean, well, it should be team orders. Nat should let him go. Nat needs to stop, and I think we're about to say, well, he doesn't. He doesn't. Nat being, well, very, very selfish, because 2.5 on the fresh rubber, you'd think that they'd be working as a team. But, well, there you go. Maybe he's going to leave it to the back straight. Who knows? But Nat is on 16 lap old mediums, folks. And, well, there you go. He's hampering. He's hampering him. Yeah, because Macedonian wants a piece of this, and that is not good. That is very, very ordinary by Nat. He needs to stop, and he's hampered his teammate. He has absolutely hampered him. And, well, there you go. Let's just see if 2.5 can get this job done. Nat is going to put it in the pit lane. Nearly, look at that, nearly caught his teammate out, and that is, well, I tell you what. Anyway, yes, moving on. Moving on.
Anyway, back to friends.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He's now under 3 seconds, so he's taking a second a lap out of Rip the Beans at the moment. With 4 to go, 3 seconds behind, we could have a last lap duel here.
We absolutely could, mate. We absolutely could. Nosty is starting to gain on Snooey. And, well, have a look at this. It must have been a little bit of fuel saving. Have a look at that blink. It just went off there, folks. So Nosty, there it is. It's gone on. It's just gone off. So he's right on the cusp. He's trying to save a little bit of fuel. Maybe that's why he dropped off a little bit. But he will fire back up. And once he's got his fuel reserves all sorted, I dare say it'll be pedal to the metal. And he will be looking to attack Snooey. We'll go back down to Macedonian, because Macedonian and 2.5, well, 2.5 must have the speed, because he is starting to pull away from Macedonian, and that is great driving there by this lot. Old boy is having a look at the AI of Darkness Abyss, and well, there you go. So old boy needs to make this move. He qualified in the top 10, did old boy, but well, very funny sort of a start by well, blame Cody's, blame Macca's Wi-Fi, blame KFC Wi-Fi, blame poor internet connection on some of them, and well, it has, and bad luck. Yeah, it comes into it as well, and a couple of them are out of position. But old boy probably going to use the track to his advantage.
Tell you what, look at Mofo, he's out 1.8 seconds.
He certainly used Mad G, and I have a look. He's absolutely sending it. Is Mofo. And Beans knows this. Look at Beans. He's starting to spend his ERS. So, well, there you go. There you go. So, Beansy is feeling the heat. He's absolutely feeling the heat from Mofo. Snooey is getting pampered by Nodsty. Nodsty, is he going to? No, he's not. He is not. And this is going to be a great battle towards the end of the Grand Prix here, folks. We're on lap 19 of 22. The driver of the day poll has gone out there, guys. And there is no way we are having a level field. No way. No way. So, you know what? There we go. And there we go. We fix everything up. Done again. Crazy Kiwi. Stop being a moron. I know you're mates with the Stig. Stop it. So anyway, yes, move on. And interesting to note that that stopped as soon as I said that. So there you go. Absolutely brilliant from the lad. But Nodsty, 0.6 of a second behind Snooey. And, well, 0.5 to have a look, have a look, have a look, have a look. He's going to...
Look at the front. Look at the front. Half a second between the top two now.
I think
about it. You know,
I think this DRS zone is going to be where it all happens here, my friend. We are on lap 20 of 22. 2 laps remaining after this one. And, well, Mofo, what a drive so far. He's all over the back of Beans. And, well, Beans feels him. He knows he's there. And, well, Beans knows the DRS zone is approaching. And, well, I think he knows that the game's up. He's going to possibly concede this position. So, I don't want to write him off yet because Beans does have some pace. Mofo getting a good toe and down the inside, and there you go. Mofo takes the lead of this Grand Prix. Beans in P2, and well, now it's Mofo to break that DRS, get out of that 1 second range, and there you go. So Mofo, as according to the viewers, has been voted the driver of the day.
I'm not sure who it is, but I think Suicide 5 has just decided to go off the track.
It certainly is. It certainly is. And have a look. Mofo is... Oh, he's nearly out of the DRS zone there, Mad G. It is now 1 second. Mofo is sending it. Look how comfortable he is on those softs. As we'll flick down to Nodsty and Snooey. Nodsty and Snooey battle resumed. Both on 10-lap-old mediums. Have a look at this lot.
T5 on it.
Yes, they certainly are. This battle's starting to heat up. This is what we should have seen at the start. As Brad Tate breezes by Bopton. And, well, there you go. At the end of Sector 1. And that is job done. Bopton down into 12th position. So, Bopton having a great race. He did start at the back. Kyotonics is getting by the AI of Darkness Abyss. So, he's falling like a stone, as is good old AI Darkness. But, yes, Macedonian is charging up the field as well. He's looking at the back of the Stig. So, this is starting to heat up, folks. As, yes, Slothy boy, you certainly know your stuff. You certainly know your stuff. So, yes, he absolutely does. Mofo does have a 3-second time penalty, just to mention. And, well, there you go. There you go. So, Xerxes has joined in the party. And, well, there he is. Spot on from this lot. And, well, Xerxes saying that Beansy just needs to keep within that 3 seconds. Same with Sloth and the DRS. And it'll all come into play at the end of it. So, well, Mofo needs to send it. But he's on 6-lap old softs. And this is where they start to die off, folks. As well, Beansy's having a bit of a look, trying to put Mofo off. But, well, there you go. So, Mofo holding his line, doing a fantastic job. We'll go back down to Macedonian because this battle is heating up. It is only 0.5 of a second. There is a DRS zone approaching. There it is there. Letterbox rear wing wide open. And let's just see if Macedonian can get the Stig. Let's just see Camel straight. No, he's not. He's a bit too far back. The Stig's got some phenomenal straight line speed. He was with, must have been a little bit longer than a second into that DRS detection zone, excuse me, because he did not activate his rear wing. So there you go. So we'll move back up to the front. Nodsty and Snooey. Lap 21 of 22. One more to go after this one. Our leader of the Grand Prix at the moment is one Slick Mofo. Is he broken the duck's back? Get out of that second range. But I don't think he's got enough pace to get another 2 seconds. It's taken him a lap to get to what he's got. So, well, maybe just left that run a little bit short, as there we go. There's one of the explanations for the McDonald's Wi-Fi. TCF old boy got blacked out because he is in Queensland and they are going through a tropical storm. So, well, when all else fails, blame Mother...
We don't have that problem.
well, there you go. So, when all else fails, blame Mother Nature. I'm joking, old boy. I'm joking, mate. But yeah...
in the pits again.
Well, we are on the last lap of the Grand Prix. We are on the last lap of the Grand Prix, Magi. Macedonian is having a look at the Stig. Let's just see if Macedonian can get this done. He needs a good drive out of this last corner. The Stig will go defensive, will he? No, he won't. He's gone out wide. Is Macedonian going to send it on the inside? He certainly is. And Macedonian should get this move done. Well, there you go. Oh, side by side. Have a look at that through La Source. And let's just pray they don't go side by side through Eau Rouge and Radeon. One of them's going to have to give. Who's going to give? No one's giving an inch. Oh, bit of a wheel bang. And Macedonian's around, but he's held it.
Oh, he held it well. But that was
That was
close.
That was close, but there's a DRS zone right there, and that is crazy not to tuck in and to use the track to your advantage. And, well, there you go. He's just cost himself P7 as Macedonian. Unfortunate from the lad, but I tell you what, he's no novice. He should have known that.
He might have cost himself P7, but it's the fact that he might have really, really brown pants right now.
Exactly right. He's spot on there, Mad G. Well, I dare say he would, especially through there. Such a high-speed corner. And, well, great part of this track. As we'll go back down to Bozza quickly because he's looking at Old Boy, the disconnected Old Boy. There you go. So we'll go back up to the top because Mofo is about to complete, well, the Grand Prix here, folks. Yes, he does have a time penalty. And quickly, we'll just have a look at that. There you go. 3 seconds for Mofo, 3 seconds for Snooey. So Nodsty will get back on the podium. Wow, there you go. He never misses. Very rarely misses. But Mofo crosses the line first. There you go. Takes second. Beansy takes the win. Snooey crosses the line in third position, but does have 3 seconds to his name. And there you go. Nodsty will get that third place. What?
No, he doesn't.
Nodsty ran out of fuel. He ran out of fuel. Oh, no, right on the... And that cost him. He would have been on the podium. Great fight back from 2-5. The Stig takes 7th position. The Macedonian P8. Chasey Dane will get...
Chasey out of fuel.
Oh, no. Is he?
No. He let that hammer through.
Oh, there you go. Nat Hammer is P2 in the championship, and every point counts. That is team orders. Chasey Dane, P10. Brad Tay will take home P11. Kyotonics, there he is there in P12. He is on, well, going through Blanchemont right now. He's attacking the chicane, and, well, he is about to end his Grand Prix. Yes, he should keep that 12th position. Darkness Abyss, that won't count. That 13th place, and if you think it will, you're tripping. And Blue Dog will take P13 in the end. Across the line, 14th, of course. Johnny M4, 15th. TRL Bozza, there he is there, a long way back. A long way back is Bozza. Bit of a spin. Unfortunate. Couple of mishaps for Bozman, but nevertheless, he hung it in there, and he will finish or cross the line in P16. Old Boy is disconnected. Bopton Bopton P18, Suicide 5 P19. Mad G. Oh, give me strength.
That was fun.
Give me strength.
Give you strength. I've got to go for a walk, mate. I ain't got time to give you strength. I've got to do it myself.
Yeah, there you go. So, Rip the Beans holding the FEF 120. Don't tell me Codemasters have added that in there. The game's still shit.
Yep.
The game's still shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, come on, EA. It's your turn next. Sort it out. Anyway, we move on.
Have you heard the latest?
No.
EA will no longer be making a FIFA game. They're not renewing the rights for it because FIFA wants $1 billion for EA to have the rights for it, and they've said no chance.
Of course they do, Mad G, but we'll worry about that a bit later on. Rip the Beans wins this one. There you go. We'll just wait for the stewards to do their thing with the screenshots. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix was taken by Nat Hammer. So not only did Chasey Dane give him that extra point by letting him by at the very end, he takes an extra point for the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. As we'll go back down to the very bottom, as Beansy has joined the commentary box. We'll get to him a bit later. Unfortunately, the connection of people running McDonald's Wi-Fi has caused the DNF of Mr. Fury Strat, and well, unfortunately P20 for him. So we'll flick back up to the top. We'll just go on a brief pause there, folks, and get these drivers in for a driver interview, of course. So just give us 1 second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, we are back. The drivers are in the commentary box for their driver interview. And I'll tell you what, everybody stop the presses. We're going to start with our third place man for his first driver interview here at Formula 4. Snooey. Welcome back to the top end. But I'll tell you what, mate, that start was hectic. Well done on a great drive, nevertheless, but talk us through that start. You rocketed up the field from the back.
Yeah, I capitalised on the couple incidents in front of me, and lucky there was no safety cars and whatnot. And yeah, just snuck through the field and ended up finishing third, which is pretty good.
Fantastic, mate. And well, at the end there, especially coming into the chicane, did it seem like to you that Nodsti ran out of fuel?
Oh, I didn't even know that he like slowed down at all. I was like, yeah. Third on track, whatever. Then I looked at the timing and he just kept going down. I was
he ended up. I think he finished
I thought
fifth in the
had
end.
pens or something.
No.
I thought he would have had pens that didn't show up or something. But yeah.
No, he was definitely a clean skin, but I think he ran out of fuel right at the end. And well, yeah. Snooey, welcome back to the top three, my friend. And baby. And great stuff from you. And well, let's just hope you can keep the momentum going. So brilliant drive from you, Snooey, our third place man, Snooey. Everybody, well done, bud.
Thank you.
We'll go to P2. Well, this man had a bit of a different strat from the rest. Well, the normal strat, so to speak, the medium soft he went. He did cross the line in first place, but did have a 3-second time penalty that put him in P2. But nevertheless, one slick mofo. Well, welcome back to the top three again, mate. Tell you what, you're starting to build here, buddy. You really, really are. That win that you took out a couple of weeks ago, and then, well, now a second place, of course, crossing the line first. Congratulations on another great drive. But talk us through that, well, that battle started heating up when you put that softs on. We were watching you catch Rip the Beans. And I reckon I could see Beansy sweat from here. But, yeah, that time penalty in the end just cost you in the end, mate, for that win.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I didn't have a chance from the start because Matt Hammer decided to jump start and just come from 13th and just plonk himself in the second.
Yeah.
By the first corner, so I lost 3 seconds to Beans before the end of lap 2.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much race over from there, so... yeah, obviously had rapid pace, came back and passed Beans. I think I came out of the pits like 9 or 10 seconds behind him. And yeah, I nearly broke his DRS when I passed him, but...
Yeah, you did, mate. We were watching with interest, I'll tell you now.
He just held on, so... But, yeah, pretty annoyed to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got every right...
Because I was sort of hindered from the start, so...
Yeah, you got every right to be, mate, and well, I'll put your incidents in, but nevertheless, buddy, P2 is a great result. Yes, unfortunate that starting... whatever you want to call it, at the very start, did cost you...
I don't know what happened, it's just annoying when he comes from 13th.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I don't know.
That's alright, mate, we've got all footage.
He didn't pit on the end of the first lap, which I thought would have been the right thing to do, but he just stayed out there for another lap, which cost me more time, so...
Wow.
Yeah, not much I could do.
Yeah, that's it, mate. But, well, regardless of the incidents, regardless of the time penalties, you still did a great job to bring that one home, mate. Congratulations on a great drive. Put your incidents in, of course, and the stewards will take care of it. But, of course, welcome back to the top three, our P2 man. One slick mofo, everybody. As we'll go to our race winner, Rip the Beans. Beansy! I'll tell you what, mate.
G'day, mate.
You're starting to ride the wave of momentum. All it took was for you to break the monkey's back there a few weeks ago, and your results are starting to show for themselves, man. So, tell you what, you won this one. Yes, you did cross the line in second position, but it's all about being clean. Of course, one slick mofo was none of his fault, but nevertheless, mate, a win is a win, and well, you did take the win. So, congratulations there, bud.
Oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy about to win, but I was sweating a lot in those last couple of laps because there was a couple of moments where you got it above 1 second, and if I lost that DRS, it was gone.
Yeah, I know, mate. We were watching with interest, and especially when he came out, as I did touch on when we were talking with Mofo, that yeah, the hunt was on, and Mate, I reckon you could feel him the second he came out of that pit lane on the
Yeah.
softs. And I was watching, I quickly flicked to your onboard, and when it got to about 3 or 4 seconds, you really started using that ERS just to try to keep that gap. And well, all credit to you, Beansy, mate. You put it on pole. Unfortunately, didn't get the fastest lap. That was given to by Nat Hammer, I do believe, on the last lap. And, well, nearly took out the hat-trick, mate. But I'll tell you what, pole position, race win. Congratulations on a great result, bud.
Yeah, I couldn't. The overtakes on 2.5 and Macedonian, they literally were timed perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. If I didn't time if I literally couldn't have timed those any better. If I had timed those any worse, Mofo probably would have ended up only like a couple seconds behind. But yeah, we timed it perfect and got the result.
Well, congratulations, mate, on another great drive. Reading the situation to your advantage, and that is what it's all about. And, well, all credit to you. All credit to the boys, all the Aussie boys that took part in that one. And it was a great race to be a part of. Yes, it did take a while to settle down after those connection issues, but once it settled, it was actually really enjoyable. So congratulations to everyone involved. Congratulations to you, Rip the Beans, on your race win here at Spa-Francorchamps, here in Belgium. We move on to China next week. And let's not forget, folks, for all of you boys and girls out there, the UK division will be streamed by myself. I will be your host. Hello there, Halsey will be my co-commentator. That one kicks off at 8 p.m. BST, so please, please, please hang around for that one. And, well, stick around too, because I'm going to send you boys and girls to another channel, because we've got to look out for our own community, of course. And, yes, I most certainly will. So hang around, we're going to raid a channel, and well, thank you very, very much for watching. Just stay tuned, and like I said, we're about to do a raid, so just hope you boys and girls can all join this channel.